Still starting. And we're live. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us on Network Roundtable, the softer side of business. And this season, we are looking at different core values and how they relate to business. Today, we have Jessica Maynard with us. She's one of our super trooper teammates. And so you may, if you've been with the show for a while, you may recognize her. And if you're new and you don't know her at all, then you are in for a treat. We're really excited to have her here today. And I'm very super excited to have Mike Bays with us. He's just being a pro at being a volunteer and helping me out. And yeah, I just can't thank you enough. Thank you for stepping in and being brave and courageous, even though you've never done this before.
Oh no, you're the brave one. Trust me. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. All right. Well, Jessica, we are missing a person.
Yes, we are.
And who are we missing?
Nichole Bainer is a business owner. She's a stylist that I ran into about a month and a half ago, and we became fast friends because anybody who knows me knows that I have a very big heart for all things eco-friendly. So we'll get to know her more on Friday, but she couldn't make it today. And so because of the eco-friendly thing, we became really good friends really quickly, and I thought that I needed to introduce her to all of you.
Super cool. We have a lot of greenies on G+, huh?
Yes.
Well, so if you're new to the show, we always start off our Mondays. We have a Monday show that precedes our Friday show, which is the longer one. This is just supposed to be a shorter one, just kind of getting to know our guests. And so we are going to ask Jessica a few questions. We're going to start off with, who are you? And then we'll proceed with 3 or more questions of why. So let's just dive right in and get started. Jessica Maynard, who are you?
I'm Jessica. I've always thought this through, and I thought, well, that's where I would always start. I'm Jessica.
I don't think anyone has ever started there. That's awesome. Why?
Because my dad named me that.
Oh, why?
There is a song that I was named after. It is by the Moody Blues, I think, and it's called Jessica. At least this is the story I tell myself, or my older half-sister told me. So.
Can you hum a little bit of it?
No.
All right. Well,
the hard part is there are no words. It's a really long song, but there are no words.
Does that make it easier for you to remember, like, melodies and those words?
I guess maybe if there were words, I could sing along to it and sing it, but since there's no words, it's just like do 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 do. You know, like I
yeah, do that.
The funny thing is if you know their music. No, wait a minute. Is it the Moody Blues or the Duke? I don't know. I can't remember who the artist is at this very second, but
all right. That's, you know what, it's probably safer that way anyways, because if you were like really,
if I was
really on pitch, we could get in trouble with you too.
Right.
They'd pull our show and be like, oh, what is this person doing? Just imitating the Moody Blues or whoever it is.
I think it's the Allman Brothers.
Oh, you know what it is? It's the Allman Brothers.
Yeah.
So then can you hum it?
I could, but I'm union. So.
All right. So then, yeah, we wouldn't want anything too close.
It costs $427 to have me do that.
Yeah, and we probably have to jump through YouTube hoops and stuff.
Right. The Allman Brothers. Jessica, have you thought why? Because I have a thought in my mind. Why would they name you Jessica after a song? Do you think there's more to that story?
I've asked my dad about it, and he didn't even really remember the song, but it was my older half-sister who said that I was named after a song. And for the longest time, I thought it was Jesse's Girl, but I was born before that, and Jesse in that song is actually a guy. So it never really made sense to me. So,
You know, is it possible that song was playing like 9 months before your birth? Some romantic evening?
no, because it
No.
was 3 or 4 years before I was born, or after I was born, excuse me.
Well,
No.
we'll pull up that song later and
Yeah, everybody should, because it's an awesome song.
Yeah.
I like it.
We're going to be crunking it in the green room afterwards. After party. Okay. So going back, let's explore another side.
Okay.
Jessica, who are you?
I am a mom.
Why?
We won't get into the biology, but I am a mom because I grew up in a really big family, and I always just felt like it was something that I wanted to do, was to have a family of my own. So I have a 15-year-old son.
Why?
Well, I think when you come from a big family, and I loved my brothers and sisters so much when we were growing up, so I wanted to have a child, and it's hilarious because he's an only child. So, I mean, I say part of the reason that I wanted to have children was because I loved my siblings, but he doesn't have any.
Why?
Because I got divorced before I had any more. And I didn't want the your child, our child thing going on in my new relationship, so it was kind of a conscious mutual decision that now I'm done. But I love being a mom.
Right. Well, I'm going to ask another one. Jessica, who are you?
I am the face of Nourish Boutique, which is what I do for a living.
Why?
I think some people would say I'm crazy. That's why I do this, but I really love what I do. I really basically get to shop for a living. I buy the clothes for the store, and we sell the clothes to people. So that part of my job is awesome, and pretty much anything to do with the store, I have my hand on it. So I'm very active with our Facebook page. I actually model the clothes for the Facebook page a lot.
Why?
Why? Because I needed photographs of the clothing, and I didn't have a model, so I put them on and held up my smartphone and took a picture. And so that was the beginning of it. It was out of necessity. And then when I put the picture on Facebook, I put a price with it and tell people if they want to buy it, just a comment, and then they do, and I ship it to them.
Well, that carries me through 3 questions, although I really want to ask more whys and just more who are you, because I think that's fascinating. And I think I'm guessing I have something rolling around in my head, but I'm going to see if it comes out in our next round. Mike, would you like to go ahead and take over and ask her?
Sure.
Yes.
Jessica, who are you?
This really does get deep very quickly, doesn't it? I'm very helpful.
Why?
Well, I think there's 2 reasons. One is I would like for other people to be helpful to me if I needed help, but also when I can help somebody, I get really, really excited to help them.
Why?
I think it feels really good to help other people get to their goals. And, you know, if I can have a little bit of a hand in that and, you know, teach them a little bit of something to get them where they want to go, then that makes me really excited and happy.
Why?
My goals are really important to me, so that has to mean that their goals are important to them. And so it's just, I think that the more that we can collaborate and the more that we can be helpful to each other and lift each other up rather than tearing somebody down to stand on top of them, it makes for a better world.
I'm going to go off format and say, have you always been that way?
I imagine so.
Why?
Why? Well, I think it's because I mentioned my older half-sister. So I have an older half-sister, and then there's like 7 years difference between us. And then I have 4 younger siblings. So I was always helping them. I suppose it's just the way that, you know, I had to help Mom with all those kids because they were running all over the crazy place.
That's great. Should we go back to who are you?
I think so. I think that's where we gotta go. We have to go from here.
Right. So Jessica, who are you?
It kind of piggybacks on the last one, but I'm very supportive of women who want to start home-based businesses, like even the party plan type of businesses.
And why is that?
Well, I got a lot of my own personal sales and marketing training from those types of businesses that I have done in the past. I've sold Premier Design Jewelry, which I still am a distributor for them, and then I also was a distributor for what is now called Shop.com. And through those 2 companies, I've gotten some excellent marketing and sales training. And so when I see somebody trying to do something like that and they're passionate about it, I just feel like, well, you know, when I was out doing lots and lots of jewelry shows, there were people that were helping me, and I like to be helpful to them.
And why?
I remember a time when my sister, a younger one, she sold jewelry for a different company because she needed an engine in her van. And she got involved with the company. She sold enough jewelry to get that engine in her van, and then she was done. And to me, it's just, instead of her going out and getting a part-time job and working that part-time job on somebody else's schedule, she was able to use that business on her own schedule with 2 little boys at home to be able to meet that need for her family. And so if people, you know, have a need or a want and can go out and get it, then they should.
And why? Why should they?
Why? Well, I don't know. I'll just go back to, you know, my goals and the things that are important to me. They're important to me, so I think that, you know, you should just go after it. And I kind of don't really believe in wishing, and not ever really going for it. And so I really think that people should just go for it. Don't wait forever. You know, come up with a plan, and if you see a vehicle to get you there and it's legal and moral and ethical and you're excited about it, then do it.
Very good. Interestingly enough, I've known a lot of people involved in party plans, including my wife and my daughter and everybody, and there seems to be that common theme that you bring up, which is they all needed those resources, being money, and the choices are, let's do a part-time gig at, you know, wherever, McDonald's or whatever, or let's grab onto the opportunity and really make our own money with our own scheduling. And there seems to be a personality type there which is very entrepreneurial, which I really appreciate. And I think it's good training ground. Do you think it's good training ground for what you're doing now?
I do. Oh yeah, for sure. You know, because when you're selling a physical product, it's a lot of the same concepts, just applied to whatever, you know, whether it's a vitamin or eye shadow or eco-friendly clothes. you know, it's a lot of the same ideas. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Or Shakeology, or well, anyway, which is what I use.
Oh, okay.
I've used them. Every time somebody in the family, we have a very big family, gets involved in something, I end up buying more stuff. So I probably have a basement full of just about any, you know, I've got jewelry down there, I've got shakes down there, I've got, you know, everything you can imagine.
Well, and the nice part about those types of things is you can come into it with a goal, a short-term goal, just get it done, and then you're done. There's no obligation to keep going. Or you can do it for a, you know, a longer season, or you can do it for years and years and years and years and build a team of people. So it just depends on what your long-term goals are with it. It's
Right.
It's just a vehicle.
Great. Well, Kristen, I think I've done my part, I think. Yes, no? I think you're on mute, by the way. Okay, you move your lips, and I'll pretend to be saying it. Hello. Move your lips. That was really great, Mike. You are an amazing co-host.
That's actually kind of fun.
And now you do it, Jessica. You Kristen, you
Well, we
move your
can
lips.
hear it now. There's the
Oh.
signature giggle. So.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I couldn't. I lost my screen. You know when you don't have, like when you have the Hangout and it's like in another window. It's not in like a tab.
Mhm.
No, but I
Yeah,
understand.
that's what I did, and I lost it. But
Good. I was about to turn into Larry King.
oh, how do you do that?
So, Jessica, how was your relationship with your mom? You know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, some things we'll just leave out of the who are you.
You can always make up a good story.
Yeah.
My sister is the storyteller. I have a sister who can tell stories, and it's like you feel like you're there, and she remembers things that I don't even remember. She's amazing.
What a
And
great
she-
talent that is.
It is.
She's the one that's like older.
No, she's younger than me.
Oh, okay. Probably
It goes Shay, Jesse, Chrissy, Jerry, Justin, Tyler. Those are my siblings.
okay.
We should have
I'm
them
gonna
on.
put that
Nobody-
too.
You don't have to keep that straight. It's okay.
Shay, Chrissy. Is it Chrissy next? Uh-oh. Now I have no... Did I freeze?
Nope. But
Did someone else freeze?
Jessica, yeah, Jessica's frozen, but actually at a very good frame.
Was it? I hope so.
You're lucky. I always get stuck like...
It's mine.
Well, we just had a really bad thunderstorm come through, so I was a little scared about electricity and things like that. So,
Very cool.
well, do you guys need to know anything else, or are we good?
I kind of want to tell, like, I want to, you know, just open up the backstage door to everyone. And to be fair, Dennis, Deuce, and I really picked this topic for you. And the reason why I want to say this is because it has to do with your process of how you came to model your clothing and what we thought was so like obvious from it, because we were like, of course she's got to be like our diversity person, because she just like, you know, is so beautiful and whatever, and she's like herself, and that's like it's different for
blushing?
stuff.
Well, I'm blushing now, and thank you.
You're welcome.
She is. You're really blushing.
I know,
That's
I know.
great. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and I also want...
So it's hard to take. I guess I just work and work and work, and I don't always identify with the how awesome sometimes things come out, and I'm just really blessed. I don't know.
You don't ever take a blow dryer and like for your friend, like for her campaign or something, like just like sit there in front of the camera till your hair is like all blown. And wear red lipstick.
No.
Okay, everyone, I did that. Yeah, Jessica was running this, the hashtag, what was the hashtag? It was a style challenge, right?
Oh, the style, yes. Yes. Every Monday we do that, is the style challenge. I haven't put it on Google Plus yet, but I've already got it loaded on Facebook. It's a fun one this week.
So I get sloppy seconds, of course, because I'm here in G Plus.
It just depends on where I load it, when, and everything.
Well, very cool. My other question I wanted to ask, since we kind of picked this for you, and you've had a while now to ruminate on it, does it feel more organic to you?
I don't... Being involved with this, or...
Yeah, like, because, okay, so I picked curiosity because that was like, I knew I wanted to do curiosity, and I knew I wanted to do open-mindedness. Like, those two just really clicked with me. And we, like, all of our hosts kind of, like, click with something, and that's kind of like how they've chosen it. But we just stuck this on you.
Well, for a while it was just like, I guess it goes back to that, you know, I'm blushing and I don't really see it in myself, but other people see it in me. So, but once you guys had kind of brought that up, I was like, well, yeah, I guess what I do with my business is, you know, highlights all kinds of different women, all kinds of different people. I spend a lot of time really letting my customers know that, you know, no matter what you look like, you're beautiful. I do a lot of calling out the photoshopping that happens in fashion photos. You know, those different videos they find on YouTube where it goes through the Photoshop sequences so that you can see that that's not really a real person, and that, you know, you're beautiful just the way you are no matter what. So that's a big way that diversity comes out in my business. You know, I photograph just regular people off the street sometimes. Then there's myself. Kathy is she works for me, and she's older. She's gorgeous. She has beautiful silver hair, and so it really shows the different diversities of our customers. And I don't know, it's just so important to me to use this vehicle that I have as the store to teach women, empower women, encourage women to just accept themselves and see the beauty in themselves. So
that's beautiful.
You know, it's a great topic because without diversity, there's no beauty. If you think of in whatever you do, but in what you do in fashion and the things you sell, think of a world without diversity, and you have a horrible place to live. So you're reflecting that diversity in what you do, whatever it is, but in your case, the fashion is a part of creating beauty in a world. And to me, that's really important.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was trying to find something, you know, that sounded good. I don't know.
I just didn't go that profound. I didn't go that.
You can cut that out if you want. By the way,
I think we need to have that in there. That's like.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Well, John Keats, you know, wrote a poem like 400 years ago, which it says, "Beauty is truth, and truth is beauty. That's all you need to know. That's all there is." Something like that. But it's something worth focusing on in your business because, you know, you're reflecting all of that, which is, to me anyway, the real importance of what we do is ultimately, you know, doing good work and doing it in a beautiful manner. And by the way, I have your song right here if you want to hear it.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, okay, so that's going to be a good point too. shut down the broadcast. And thank you, everyone who came out or who will come out. We'll see you Friday, and we're going to party. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Mm.